Hey everybody, good morning. This is JW with Rush Truck Centers, Pueblo, Colorado. Welcome to my YouTube channel, Peterbilt SoCo. Hey, today I wanted to highlight the PACCAR transmission and the new options and the way that the shifter is designed within the cab and how it's laid out ergonomically. And I got my good buddy Reed here. He's going to help me actually do a little bit of a driving test so that you guys can see how this thing works exactly. So one of the things that I wanted to highlight now, as you can obviously see, everything is here. So all your shift mechanisms on these new Ultra Shift transmissions in a Peterbilt will be coming up on the driver's steering column versus down where it used to be down here. And so one of the really nice features about that is when you go into manual mode, a lot of guys have told me that in the old Ultra Shift transmissions, going into manual mode was difficult at best because it just wasn't convenient on how it was laid out. And so the way this new shifter works, first of all, as you can tell, this one here, the Johnson bar, is no longer on the steering column. So your trailer brake mechanism is actually down here. With the auto return, of course. So now when you wanted to shift this truck into gear, you simply put it into gear like that, and then your indicator right here is going to tell you which gear. Now this truck knows that there's no load on it, so it's going to start in fourth gear and start working its way up. And as we get going, what I want you to pay attention to, and hopefully you'll be able to see it within the video while I'm driving, is you'll see that number blinking. And when the number is blinking, that means that the clutch is engaged and it is shifting the gears automatically. Okay, so again, you got forward, you have reverse, and then also you have a manual mode. So when you push the button on the end, what's going to happen is you will see, I'm going to put it in gear and I'm going to put it into manual mode, and then you'll see here that it is manual. So you'll see the M right there next to the gear. Okay. Now the nice part about that is, and with technology doing what it's doing in this day and age, it's really nice because now you can actually shift up or you can shift down. And so let's say that I needed to creep, I can actually shift it down by pushing the paddle shifter down. And one of the other complaints about the Ultra Shift transmission was the fact that when trucks were backing into docks or hooking up to their trailer, it was very difficult for them to manage the clutching mechanism with just the pedal. And as you can see, there is no clutch. And so what PACCAR and Peterbilt have done is they have put a creep mode in there, and it doesn't necessarily matter which gear you have selected, whether you're sitting at a stoplight or anything, it will do hill hold assist. But as you can see here, if I want to creep, I just simply let off the brake and it will engage the clutch so that I can move. I can go as fast or as slow as I wish in forward or reverse. So if I were backing into a trailer, you can see that the truck is allowing the creep to take place. So one of the other features that I wanted to go through on here is you can see right here the little engine logo. That is now your selector for your jake brake. And so if you watch, when I pull it down one, so I'll pull it down one section, and then you can see here this little engine shows one. I pull it down two, and then I can pull it down three. The really nice part about this is when you're in traffic or coming up to a stoplight, it's real easy to flip to turn it off. So I'm going to go ahead and hand over the phone to my buddy Reed, and he's going to videotape. We're going to just do a little bit of a test drive so I can show you some of the other features that we can do with this transmission. So I'm going to go ahead and put it in drive, and we're going to drive. So I'm in forward. It's starting in 3rd gear. You'll see it shift to 4th, 5th. Since it doesn't have a load, it's going to start skipping. 7th, 8th, 9th. This one here is a 12-speed transmission, and I'm coming up a pretty steep hill to a stop sign, so watch when it downshifts. I'm just going to let off the throttle. No jake brake. Now I'm coming to a stop. It's sensing the grade that I'm sitting on. I can let off the brake. It will not roll backwards. It will only roll forwards. So I'm going to get up to a little bit higher speed, and I'm going to simulate one of the benefits of setting the engine brake. Now, what I'm going to simulate is somebody had just cut me off. And what happens is if you pull this handle all the way down, if you're in heavy traffic, it'll downshift the truck 2 gears, and it's going to hit the engine brake as hard as it can. So get ready, brace yourself. So here's what's going to happen. Somebody just cut me off. I'm not braking. I'm just pulling this down. And it's shifted down to 5th gear, and it's done heavy braking. This is an excellent feature in metropolitan traffic. So anyways, that's a little bit about how the PACCAR transmission works on the steering column. If you have any questions, give me a call. Again, my name is JW, Peterbilt SoCo, Rush Truck Centers, Pueblo, Colorado. My phone number is 970-518-5520. Thank you. Did I run out of space?
No, battery.
Oh, close.